Welcome to Facebook Radio. This is John Stephen reporting from Austin, Texas. Today's show is sponsored by Texas Music News. You can find Texas Music News on the internet or on Facebook at texasmusicnews.net. Today's show is about a man with an idea that put an action plan together and is creating a new life for himself. And that man's name is Bling Johnson. Recently, I had the chance to chat with him about his new venture. Okay, here we are, John Stephen with Texas Music News. I have the pleasure today of sitting here with Bling Johnson. He's the creator of a new show that's going to be airing on television on Fox Channel 7 coming up starting September 15th, late night, and I really encourage everybody to go see it. Today we're going to be talking to Bling about the show and how the show started. So, Bling, why don't you first of all just give everybody a big welcome out there that don't know you. They're going to get to know you, but give a big howdy out to everybody.
I hope everybody's doing good. Thanks a lot, John, for having me on the show today. I appreciate it. And we got a lot of cool things going. With the TV show coming up, we're really excited about what's about to happen. And I'm really happy to be here. Thanks to all your listeners for listening to us today.
Well, I appreciate you being here. You're a very entertaining and colorful character. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a show like this. You're a great MC. I've seen you several times live with music shows, and you do a great job.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. We have a lot of fun. We've spent most of the summer on Thursday nights at the Summer Concert Series at Uncle Billy's out at Lake Travis, and I had a lot of entertainers on there, Rod Williams, Cameron Nelson, Lucas Cook, quite a few guys, and we've really helped them kind of make Thursday nights at Uncle Billy's something special, and it's always fun to be a part of that. And I've been involved with a lot of other events as an MC, and I really enjoy doing that. I have fun interacting with the live crowd. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Well, you're very good at it, and I really wish you all the success with your new show. So what we're going to talk about right now is a little bit of the background of, how you got started doing the show, the background of your video work, and give the crowd a little bit of background about your work.
Well, sure. So obviously with the TV show coming up, and we're going to talk more about that here in a little bit, it's going to be a half-hour talk show, but with a real music flair for Austin and a real entertainment and comedy flair. But it all kind of started a couple of years ago. I grabbed a video camera one weekend, and I just said, you know what, I was driving in my car on my way to work. I said, I'm just going to record my weekend and just see what happens. And so at the time, it was Rot Rally was going on. I went downtown, did a couple things, and just recorded the weekend. Nothing overly crazy or anything, but at the end, I had this white suit. It was actually an Al Pacino costume from Halloween the year before, and I put that on, and I kind of narrated the different scenes of the weekend in that outfit, so it was like a recurring thing throughout that video. Put it online YouTube, and I work at a large company here in town, and a lot of my coworkers, I said, hey, check this out, and they watched it, and when they got to the white suit, they were laughing. And so they said, man, next weekend you should wear that white suit downtown. And I was like, all right. So the next weekend I wore the white suit downtown. Now at the time I had a crappy camera, no light on it, no microphone. Production quality was horrible, but it was funny and it made people laugh. The next week is when things kind of took a turn. Michael Jackson died that week, and I had a lot of friends saying, why don't you go downtown and do a tribute video for Michael Jackson, not really about all the controversial parts of his life, but just highlighting the musical part, his impact on pop culture, that kind of thing. And so I did, and I interviewed people, had them do their favorite Michael Jackson dance moves, their favorite song, and obviously when you're down on 6th Street late at night on a weekend, you're going to get some colorful, entertaining people that might have a little bit of fluids giving them a little bit more power than they normally would. And that video was hilarious, and everybody was like, dude, that is awesome. You got to keep doing this. And that's when I realized I had something.
So you used to do these videos, and you would get out on the street, make the content happen, and come up with kind of a sort of different theme all the time, and then you'd like spend the weekend editing, and you would launch another video like every week?
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. We would go out filming Friday or Saturday. I had friends like my buddy Chris, my buddy Brian Wild, Jeff Bryant, my buddy Tom. We'd go filming on Friday or Saturday. On Sunday, I'd spend all day editing. It took forever to edit. They still do. And then I'd launch them every Monday. And so we do that every Monday. So for 23 or 4 weeks in a row, we did that. And I'd do everything from go to Texas football tailgates, and that's where we got a big following, got a lot of fans from there. People had started following us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Bling Johnson. We started a Twitter and got followers there. And so every week we would do something different. One of my favorite ones was, and I'm nobody, and I didn't pretend that in real life that I was really somebody famous, but I always say, let's get famous. And because I believe that if you believe you're going to do something, you can do it. We took the shake weight downtown one weekend. That's, to this day, is one of the most talked about episodes we ever had. Because the angle was, I'm Bling Johnson, and I'm here to get Austin in shape. And we take this thing downtown and just get nothing but hot girls to do the shake weight, helping them get in shape. Well, clearly, there was a little bit of a double meaning there, and it was hilarious. And to this day, it's one of the most talked about episodes we've ever done. We were at Dallas nightclub one night doing a dancing episode. I really enjoyed dancing. We saw a guy there, big mohawk dude, 6'5", big dude, tattoos everywhere. And we went up to him and asked him if he'd teach me how to two-step. And I literally thought I was going to get killed that night. But his name's Bubba. And that night, almost 2 years ago, he got out there with me, and we two-stepped, and it was hilarious on tape. And he called me right after that and said, hey, if you want help with your show, let me know. And to this day, he's my security guy for the show. He's an integral part of the TV show and turned out to be a really good friend and a really good guy. And that's kind of what's cool is we've picked up people along the way that really want to be a part of this.
When did you know that your videos were going to catch fire? Did you go to TV stations and try to get that launched? Or tell me a little bit of the process about how that started.
Yeah, basically, we had these videos, and like I was saying earlier, I launched them every Monday at 9 o'clock. And so launched the Michael Jackson one. That resonated. A lot of people watched it. They were really laughing. They said, man, you got to do more of these. And I'll be honest with you, I enjoy doing the videos, and I went out doing them just because I was wanting to. But the response from the people watching is what really drove me to want to do more, because I really enjoy making people laugh and really enjoy evoking emotion out of people. And that was really the start of that side of it. So as we kept going with the videos, we got into it, year, a little over that. And we have a TV station come to us, and we kind of started talking loosely about some TV show ideas. It didn't work out with them because some of the terms and how it was going to work really weren't ideal for what I wanted to do, because I wanted to maintain creative control of the show as well as the advertising side of it. There's a whole business side of it that a lot of people aren't aware of. And so we've teamed up with people like Uncle Billy's. Central Texas Harley-Davidson signed on with us to be advertisers, and we have a lot more in the works right now. What I did was I pitched it to all the TV stations, and I just said, hey, I want to be on TV late nights. We figured out what TV station was going to give us the best deal, best time slot, that kind of thing. It really resonated with Fox. Fox was the one that kind of came up pretty quick. Our contact there was really supportive of what we were trying to do, not just from a financial and time slot perspective, but also from the entertainment. We wanted to make Austin famous and make these artists that we have on the show famous, because, and I've said it before, but it's not really just about, hey, I'm Bling Johnson, I'm funny, look at me. It's if I can bring attention to these other artists, that's what's really going to drive what we're doing.
Well, that's all good. The show itself is going to focus a lot on music, or what will be the content of the show?
Yeah, I mean, what I've been telling people is it's kind of like a combination of Chelsea Lately meets Conan O'Brien. It's going to be a half-hour talk show. We're going to come on and do some funny stuff at the beginning. We're still going to cut to 3 or 4 minutes of video of man-on-the-street type things that I've done a lot. That's what kind of built this whole thing up. We didn't really want to get away from what got us here. But then also, we're going to be filming at different live venues. And what I've really tried to do is kind of build a whole backstory and a whole brand, lifestyle brand, I guess, to what we're doing. It's really a lot of cool stuff that we're doing, but then the meat of it is we're going to have an artist on that's been playing Austin forever. So they could be really well known, they might be lesser known, but they've been playing Austin. They're really good musicians, really talented. And my goal there is, again, let's get famous. Sticking with that theme, I want to bring them to the forefront, put them on TV, maybe give somebody opportunity that they haven't had before. And for some of the bigger names, they've been on TV, but we're going to highlight them as well because they make up what I call the fabric of Austin. And I just really want to help draw attention to the city and to the artists and entertainers in the city.
Bling, why don't you tell me a little bit more in detail about the show, when it's going to air, and more particulars?
Yeah, it's going to air on Fox 7 right here in Austin. It's going to be Thursday nights, late night, so it's going to be 1:30 a.m. Technically, that's Friday morning. And it's going to be on starting September 15th. So Thursday, September 15th is the first air date, and we're going to run 12 weeks consecutive, getting us all the way through the holidays. Based on how that goes is going to dictate whether it keeps going, whether we go into some other markets and that kind of thing. And the goal is for it to keep going and really have a pretty unbelievable 2012. So Thursday nights, 1:30 a.m. It's going to be the most DVR'd show in all of Austin, because I know a lot of us got to work on Fridays. So we want to show up on Fox's radar. So we're asking everybody to DVR the show Thursday nights at 1:30 a.m. And then also you're going to be able to watch the episodes online on Friday. They're going to launch the day after on our website, blingjohnson.com. And it's going to be the same thing that just played that night before on Fox. And also what we ask is everybody to follow us on Twitter. @BlingJohnson is our Twitter handle. And on Facebook, it's facebook.com/BlingJohnson. Like our fan page, we put a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff there, a lot of pictures, and a lot of stuff you're not going to get anywhere else. So definitely follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And we look forward to seeing you on TV this fall.
So they will be able to go to your site and see a clip of the show?
Yeah, we'll actually have full episodes on our website the day after they air. So the reason for that is we have a lot of people that follow us that don't live in Austin, and if you don't live in Austin, you won't see it on TV. It's only going to be Fox in Austin for now. And so we want to give those people a way to watch and then expand our fan base outside of Austin as well.
Well, that sounds good. Well, you can count on Texas Music News also to have a link to those shows, your websites, and everything else.
Well, we appreciate it, John. I appreciate you having us on the show today. Thanks to all your listeners for listening, and we hope to see you on TV this fall. And like I always say, let's get famous.
We have come to the end of today's show, brought to you by Texas Music News. Please visit their website and Facebook page at texasmusicnews.net. Contact them if you know of a music artist or entertainment story that people would like to hear about. Thanks for joining us today on Facebook Radio, the sound of the social network. John Stephen, Facebook Radio, Austin, Texas.